maybe the two most important things right now for educators to keep in mind. Number one is acknowledge the fact that this is challenging, this is difficult. You're going to feel overwhelmed. You're going to feel that there are days where things didn't go real well. You're going to feel like that this is something that I just can't figure out the best way for students. But you'll get through that. That just like we always do as educators, you will find ways to continue to improve upon what you're doing. And that to me is the other big takeaway right now. Use this as an opportunity. View this as something that, yes, it's challenging, but because it's challenging, it gives me this opportunity. It allows me to reimagine what I'm doing. It allows me to rethink what are the big ideas in my courses. What do I really truly want students to engage in every day? What are the really core ideas of what I think is most important about how students learn my subject or my topic? And use this as that chance that maybe you wished you've had, but now you have it, to really truly think about, this is how I'm going to reimagine and revise and rethink what I'm going to do in my class. It's a challenge, but it's certainly a huge opportunity. So even, for me, as I've gone through the last 2 semesters, really here teaching my courses, I've been faced with that same challenge, and I've tried to take it as an opportunity to rethink and reimagine. And for me, that's meant, how can I engage my students in lab activities when they're all joining me online? How can I figure out ways to use computer simulations, to use items that are commonly found at home, to use things that my students can interact with outside? How can I use those opportunities to still allow them to run investigations, to answer questions, to collect data, to make sense of it with claims and evidence and those sorts of things? I've had to rethink my assessments. I couldn't have my students take a 1-hour paper pencil exam in a classroom. So I had to think about, well, what do I really want to find out when I give an assessment, a summative assessment to my students? And one of the things that came out of that for me was, well, I want to find out what they truly understand about the concepts, but also what they truly understand about how to teach, for me, how to teach science, right? And how can I have them do that in a really authentic way? So no elementary teacher is ever going to have to sit down and take a paper pencil test, but every elementary teacher is going to have to create a newsletter that goes to their parents, that explains to their parents, here's the concepts we're dealing with in 2nd grade for this next month, and here's the way we learn science in 2nd grade. So that's what I asked my students to do. Create a newsletter that explains to your future parents what you'd be doing. It allowed me to see what they truly understood about the concepts and about teaching science. And to be honest with you, it was so much more beneficial for me to get a true sense of what they understood that I'm going to keep doing that. That's something that I've decided we're not doing paper pencil exams anymore, because I don't get the information that I got when I changed it to a more authentic assessment. That's been important for me. I've had to rethink how I engage with students. How do I utilize breakout rooms? How do I utilize the technology to continue to have collaboration, but collaboration in a way where really, truly everybody gets to contribute? And so I hope that I've modeled that for my students, but I would tell you as educators, I've had to do it. It wasn't easy. There were days where it didn't go nearly as well as I thought it was going to go, but I keep working at it, and there have been some days where I've gotten some things that have come out of that I never would have expected, and I never would have had the opportunity to think through. And because I had to, and I was forced to, it's really helped me as an instructor and as a teacher.